Hi there, it's Lori, and my story is I overcommit. I don't know if any of you have ever noticed that. So, not only did I double book myself on Friday for recordings, um, I also overcommit to what I'm going to be doing before Christmas. It is now, I'm recording this on the 13th. However, you're going to see this on the 17th. I'm going to film what I've got. It's going to be whips, and I'm going to have to do this in pieces. So let me show you a couple whips I got going. I was trying to make a scrubby on the Centro with this yarn, and it did not go well. But this yarn seems fine. I just have to cast off and scrunch it down. I just don't think it's going to have the same effectiveness as this one that I'm now making on this loom. So there's two whips right there. Here's my big problem whip. Here's my big problem whip right here. This is Moana. I put her legs on backwards. That's why the seam is in the front, but that'll get covered by her clothes. I gave her kind of a big booty. It was unintentional. My husband was teasing me because I followed the pattern. It was just the way I stuffed it. It came out kind of a big back and a tiny waist. So the song comes to mind, and I'm not going to sing it. So I like big yarn. I like big hooks. We're going to leave it there. All right. So there's those. You're going to see more. Yeah, this one I got to get done probably before this even airs. And the reason I have to is because I have to send it to California. And again, you're probably going to be seeing this on the 17th. I need to get stuff mailed out this week. Yikes. Anyway, I'll add more later. Okay, here's some more Wednesday stuff. Not the character. The day. So I've been talking about Moana. I showed you. I was there. Now I'm here. But I redid this, we'll call it wig cap, many times. I still have 4 strands of hair to do on this string. So the part is on the side. It must be how I stitch or something. I even went down the 3mm hook, and it was, I still am coming up with, or I came up with such a big cap that it was like way too big for the head. So I redid this 3 times, maybe even 4 times, totally from start to finish twice. But then I just pulled back a little less on this final version. So I don't remember if it was 3 times or 4 times that I had to frog. So yes, her head is still coming off because you're not supposed to actually attach the head until everything else is attached. That's the very last step, I guess. So, yeah, it's pretty cute, but man, it's taken me forever, and it was this. This is what held me up, and it's obviously my loose tension is the problem. So, that's where we're at on Sunday night. Show you the other things maybe I'll work on. I'll show it to you the right direction. Somebody asked how many bobbins is it? 17 is the answer. So there's that, 17 bobbins on this. And the bluey hat, I have all the parts except for the ears. That's last priority, but that one's also for Summer Down Under, not just for my granddaughter. Sunday night during the live, I nearly finished this is technically a whip, I'm not done with it yet, my kitchen scrubby. And I made one of these. I made one right after my live too, because I need to get a few of these done. It's Make It Red for Fiber Floozy Jill, dyslexia awareness, and the Dollar Tree little puffballs on top. I need to get, I'm thinking 2 more of those made. Except when I was doing it off camera, it was really fast. Okay, is that everything you need to see? The baby blanket's not being worked on right now, so I'm not going to show it to you right now. And I got a duck I got to work on before Christmas, but I just need to do it. That's how. Anyway, that's where I'm at. The snowflake is from Teresa Critters Crochet. Came in her holiday card to me. I think that she sent everyone one. I could be wrong on that, but anyway, in the holiday card thing, not everyone generalized. Well, that's lovely that I had that sitting out there for all of you. Cool. We will just, I will figure it out. Anyway, I'll add more by Tuesday night. I'll add more to show you exactly how far I got by Wednesday. All right, talk to you later in a little bit. Okay, here's the rest of my Wednesday, and I have a new project. Okay, first of all, I wanted to show you that I made 2 more of those. So I have enough hat ornaments to take to, I do need to take a picture and send that to Jill, Fiberfloozy Crafts. Like I said, Colorado accent, I dropped that T. Make it red for dyslexia awareness. I'm making myself all red. Okay, this, I'm going to mention this. This is not a necklace. However, my mother wore it as a necklace, so I wear it as a necklace. It actually belongs on one of those little tiny, little tiny fake trees. That's what it is, but I think it's a perfect necklace. No, it doesn't light up. It just lays there, and this is my very Dr. Seuss sweatshirt. Anyway, that's not why you're watching. Here's why you're watching. You want to see the dang Moana. I've already texted my stepdaughter in California, and I said, Moana's kicking my butt. So you're getting your presents late. All right. So there's her body. It's like really cool knee definition, calf definition. I'm trying to get these feet flat on the bottom as much as possible, but she doesn't have clothes yet. Her head isn't attached because they said do not attach the head until everything else is done. Here's why. This stuff worked up no problem. Done really fast, except I did attach the legs backwards. So that's why there's a seam, but it'll be hidden with the clothes. All right, this right here. This is my problem child. I thought I was done, but there was a whole layer I still have to do of underneath. Let's see how many I've done of that row. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I have 11 more to do. Well, finish this one, so technically 12. One of these strands of hair worked as a stitch marker because did I think to put a stitch marker in? No, but it's all working out. And no, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just chaining and then single crocheting really tight to get it to be that curly. That's the Moana hair. So I have the 11/12 to finish up on that side, and then 15 more underneath on this other side. So I thought I was done. I am not. So she has a lot of hair. I'm not doing any more rows. I will make it work after I get this row done. All right. That's that whip. Here's the amazing whip. This is the back panel of the bookcase. Nope, gotta show you the right way. So from here on, I've got 13 rows of half double crochet in this variegated. Then the fronts, I added the flower to the succulent. I did a popcorn stitch there. Instead of just being green and pointy, I just decided I was going to stick a flower on it, and I love it. So otherwise, this is completely that Etsy design. I did make a mistake and didn't want a frog. I did an extra row on this black book, so I didn't realize it till I got here, so I had to adjust the little pot a little bit because I didn't want to change all the books. Anyway, I just made it work. But there it is. This pattern's amazing. Big fan. Like I said, 13 more rows here, and then this is 74 stitches wide. I am using a 5.5 millimeter furls, not this one, but the Aries instead of that one. All right, so those are my whips and my finished objects that I needed for tomorrow when you're seeing this on Wednesday, so tomorrow. This is my new project. So this is a 1990s or maybe early 2000s actual American Girl doll. My daughter's stepmother let the 3-year-olds play with it. Thus why the hair, it was a nice braid. Why is she not wearing any clothes? Because when I was going to take it from my granddaughter, when I was babysitting, so I could fix this hair, because I'm going to have to Google it and watch videos because I want to make sure it's done right. Because again, this is an OG. This is, I don't remember which doll this is, but You can see some of the braiding there, so I'm going to use that as a guide. But you have to treat this hair special. And my daughter looked into going to one of those doll fixing places, and it would cost $45 to get the hair taken care of. So instead, Grandma's doing it. So I'm going to take this from after babysitting, and my granddaughter's like, but can I have her clothes and her shoes and her socks? So this is why the doll and just do her hair, and that's all I've got. So yeah, that's my new project. I told her my goal was to have it to her by next Tuesday, so a week from when I took it. We'll see. I think I can do it as long as once I watch the videos. I'm very good with hair. I just need to know how to treat this hair, because my daughter said something she saw said that to not use plastic brush, anything with plastic bristles, so plastic comb. So I need to look into that. Anyway, that's my new project. I hid the scrubby that I finished. Oh, I still haven't woven in the ends, but I hid it up here because the kitty won't get it up here. I still haven't found the one she stole, and I haven't finished this one because I haven't taken the time to take it off the loom. Why? Because of Moana's hair. And I put it in timeout and told my stepdaughter, your presents are coming late. Because I have to make a minion too for my stepdaughter's partner. Because I've made him the 2. I need to make the 3rd. Anyway. Have not worked on Bluey. Because this was, I finally put the hair in timeout. I needed a break from it. And so then like I said, I finished this. So what I think I'm going to do is probably go ahead and finish this back panel entirely. I might start the next piece. But oh my gosh, guys, it's so cute. And I know it seems insane, but it works up so fast. Like I said, it'd be a great scrap buster. This is all colors of yarn that my daughter chose. It's Big Twist Totally Tweed and different colors in that. Like I said, 74 stitches wide. I just finished row 55, and I have 13 more to do to finish the back panel entirely. So while I am leaving Moana's hair alone, because I was wanting to strangle her with her hair. No, just the doll, to clarify. So I put that in timeout and then whipped right along, finishing up that part of the bookcase. Anyway, I have blabbed on forever. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you know what? I'm going to acknowledge another yarn Shannon tackle it, because this is definitely how I feel about tackling it. This is probably going to be my next tackle it. If you have any advice, if you've ever done doll repair or doll hair repair, please let me know. Ooh, there's a lady in my crochet group. I might have to talk to her. Anyway, I wanted to mention tackle it because I haven't mentioned a tackle it because I've been doing something different on Tuesdays. So this is tackle it and whips. I don't have enough time, but you know, I'll make it work. Because that baby blanket's in timeout. Bluey's in timeout till probably after Christmas. So many parts. I was sick of making parts. Anyway. Alright. Now I'm done. Thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? And hugs to you all. We all need one.